So we are leaving Clun. There's a good spar shop there if you're looking for any supplies. Good place to stop. So welcome to another adventure. I'm out with Rich again, and we're doing the Montgomery Castle's Way in on the Welsh borders. It's quite a new cycling route. So we just had a real nice spell of weather this week, so it was a bit of a last minute decision to come. But how often do we get 4 or 5 days of dry sunny weather this time of year? It's 3rd of March today, and the weather forecast looks good. So we started in a village called Clun. It just seemed to be easier to park than going to Shrewsbury. Plus, coming from Cornwall, it was a bit further south. It doesn't really matter where you start, does it, when it's a loop? So this route's 180 miles, and we were going to do it over 4 nights maybe. I'm not sure. It's Monday today, so maybe finish by Friday, I guess, but we'll see. I've forgotten how steep the hills are in Wales, or the Welsh borders. Oh, that was a bit of a beast of a climb. We're kind of trying to get up onto this ridge line, and then I think we're kind of along the top of that, almost to where we camp, so shouldn't be too much climbing after this. Oh right, I think we're nearly on the top of the ridge line. The gradient has eased off a bit. Oh, that was a tough old climb straight into it. Well, I guess you're not straight into it if you're riding from Shrewsbury, but yeah, I think it flattens off a bit now for a few miles. We're not sure if we're in England or Wales at the moment. Are you Welsh or English sheep? Nope. Hello! Thanks for showing an interest. Well, we've been riding along this the top of these hills for a few miles. I think we've got another 7 or 8 to go. Seen a few birds of prey back there and a bit of wildlife, which is nice. Nice and quiet, this road. Well, a kind of off-road. First time for the afternoon. Yeah, the landscape's changed quite a bit now into this sort of more open moorland. This is kind of the landscape we'll be camping on later. Yeah, it's quite a nice beech wood on the left. Definitely feels like we've changed landscape from the farmland into moorland and woodland, which is nice. Yeah, it felt like it was getting colder, and we've just passed a load of puddles back there that haven't been in the sun all day, and they were iced up, so it is cold officially. It's definitely a bit of a feature of the landscape around here. It's very steep sided hills. So we've come off the road and we're on the Kerry Ridgeway, and actually our camp spot is that hill, probably the left hand one in the distance there. It's closer than it looks. I guess we'll camp on just the other side, try and get a sunset if we can, although it's clouded up a bit. Well, we found ourselves back on a track again, which is great. There's absolutely nothing worse than cycling through soft, wet grass. It's horrible. But this ridgeline's been nice. It's been nice to be up high. It's good views. Generally nice, easy going. All of these sheep seem to think we've got food for them. Sorry girls, we haven't got anything. Nothing. It's a bit muddy here. Right, we've just literally just set up camp, just got the tents up, just need to get myself sorted out and get changed. But yeah, not a bad spot. A little bit tufty, but should be comfortable. It's not quite as clear as we hoped, but it is clearing towards the west. Right in the distance, that's the Brecon Beacons over there. Might not see it too well on the GoPro. Yeah, no, it's good. So just going to get changed, have some food and chill out for a bit. So I'll see you later on. Morning everyone. That was a pretty cold night actually. Really heavy frost. Pretty clear overnight, so yeah, it was cold. Not too bad in the tent, and it was okay, but getting dripped on here a little bit. Yeah, no, nice views actually. I'll quickly show you. Beacons way in the distance, a little bit of cloud coming in over there on the hills. The tent just froze solid on the outside, so it's all melting now and getting a bit dripped on. So had a coffee and yeah, Rich has just gone to get some water and well, yeah, I need to get sorted because this tent is dripping on me. Alright, I'll catch you in a bit. Right, we're off, packed away, tents are dried pretty much. And yeah, cool night's sleep, but nice, and it's a nice day. So we're heading for breakfast in Newtown now, or Newtown. That's our next stop. So right, we're on the road. Right, well, we are away. Just got to get down off this hill and link up with the track from last night. So that hill we're on was Bryn's Cock, apparently. Not spelt C-O-C-K, but yeah, good spot, nice and quiet and out of the way. So if you're passing through here and you need somewhere to camp, that's not a bad spot. It's only about half a mile off the track. All right, well, that's where we're heading, down there to Newtown. I tell you what, the birds and animals have a pretty tough life up here, especially in the winter. Morning girls, how you doing? Oh, this is a bloody sight easier to freewheel down than it is to ride up it. It's very boggy. Oh, nice to be out of that mud bath. At least it was still semi-frozen when we came through it. So I guess we're dropping off this ridge line now and down into Newtown. Oh my god, that was a hideous hill first thing in the morning. Oh, forgotten how sort of short and sharp and steep the hills are around here. Before breakfast as well. Well, there's Newtown on the left down there, oh, and in front of us. Oh, I'm ready for breakfast. It's so cold, I've got an ice cream headache at the moment from coming down that hill. Oh god. I'll have one of those for a while. Well, we're leaving Newtown. There's now a lot of options for food there if you're passing through. We had a nice breakfast in an old market place. But yeah, it certainly looks like there's more than one option and plenty of shops, so it's a good place to stock up and resupply. Oh, this is very pleasant. Just following the river down out of town. Nice easy riding for a little bit. Well, on the left there, that's an old canal. So we're on the 7-way now, following this old canal. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's seen better days. Yeah, this canal looks like it would take a lot of work to get it back into working order. Just stopped back there and saw the tiniest tunnel and lock system. It's all very derelict, which is a shame really. Good morning swans, how are you? Well, if you are stopping for breakfast or lunch, in Newtown, then you have a nice flat easy ride afterwards to let your meal go down, which is good. So bear that in mind. It's funny, some of the canal is really derelict and then other bits are really nice. Huh. Right, we're on a bit of a mission to find some culture. We're going to go and look at Montgomery Castle. It does look quite spectacular. Oh yeah. Right on the route, so I think it's probably worth a look. Must have been quite easy to invade then with these bridges.
Yeah.
Oh, quite spectacular. That was a very pleasant look around Montgomery Castle. Just hoping to find a shop and get a can of fizzy drink at the moment. So the village of Montgomery has a good spa shop, good seating, so it's a good place to get some supplies. There's a cafe in front of us and a post office, so yeah, it's a good place to stop. Yeah, so there's plenty of places to stop here and get supplies and refuel. Well, our next landmark is the hill in front of us, above Rich's left shoulder. Is Condom Hill. Well, not Condom, sounds a bit like that. Makes me dread to think what we're going to find up there. So yeah, since Montgomery it's all been road and these little lanes, which is okay. Nice pleasant riding. So lucky with the weather. It'd be a different story if it was hammering it down with rain and really grim. So yeah, we're counting our lucky stars there. Oh my god, look, we have some horses. Are they going to be nice and say hello? Hello horses. Oh my god, you're actually acknowledging us. That's so good. You're young, aren't you, and you don't know any better. Once the older ones teach you to ignore people. Yeah. How you doing, guys? Look at this one, a friendly horse. Well, those of you that have seen my videos for the last couple of years, you probably realise that that is very unusual for horses to be that friendly. They're normally really rude and nonchalant. Those ones were lovely. Well, it's warmed up a lot actually, and I'm in shorts. First time for the trip. It's bloody lovely. Starting to just bake in my trousers. I've got a big old climb now to get up onto the top of Condom Hill, or Johnny Hill as it's called locally, and then we're down the other side and then up into the Stiperstones, I think it's called, or something like that. Oh wow, we're nearly sort of to the top of the pass between Condom Hill and I don't know what the other one's called on the left. Tampon Hill maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it's nice. Some great old trees up here. Yay, we made it to the top of the pass between the hills, between Condom and Tampon. Try and get rid of some of this mud on my tyres. God, absolutely lagged in mud. So that climb up to Condom Hill, pretty steep, but the views are great from up there. So we're back in England. apparently there's a standing stone down the end of this road, so I think we'll go and have a look at that. So this is the Mitchell's Fold stone circle, which is a little bit of a mini stone circle actually. Kind of reminds me of the one on Spinal Tap, but the views are amazing from up here, so well worth a stop. Good place to have a break. Well, we haven't met a single other cyclist or bikepacker so far in 2 days. I guess people aren't doing it this time of year. Slightly surprised because it's a great week. So the ground sort of beyond the stone circle, very, very wet and muddy. Looks like that could be muddy all year round actually. Yeah, we've found a bit of mud just lately. Done pretty well to avoid it, but this little section is very muddy. Yeah, word of warning, that's very, very muddy and wet down through there. Right, well, we're on the climb up to the Stiperstones, which is where we're camping, but we got a long climb to get up there, steep as well. Just got some water, so I'm pretty loaded up now, but I think there might be a water source up there, but not 100%. So I've got some from the village, from Snell Beach. There's some public toilets there with a tap, so I've got half of what I need, and I'll fill up there, and if I can't, then I've got enough just. Right, I will speak to you when we get to the top. Still climbing. Oh man, that's a beast of a climb, this one. Especially at the end of the day for us. Our campsite's on the top of the hill. So yeah, got to do it. You know how I love a long climb just before we finish. Got the water. Enough to last the night now. Just had to get back up here. Oh, it's a bit slippy. Right, well, we've got water. I think we've got about a mile to camp, so all good. Just a point of interest, the tailfin bar bag, the 14 litre one, you can get 3 litres of water in the pouch on the front, so that's good. I wouldn't ride too far with it like that, but quite often try and fill up just before camp, and I've got a 2 litre and a 1 litre bag in there, so that's good. Well, there's our destination, just in the distance there. It's the Devil's Chair, apparently. So we're going to camp by it, and maybe we'll see the devil tonight. Who knows? Right, welcome to the Devil's Chair. The Devil's Chair is behind me, actually. Hold on. Hopefully you can see. Just being really lazy because I've just got in the tent and I'm cooking some food and I can't be asked to get out of the tent at the moment. So yeah, it's nice view actually. There's Rich's tent. We're kind of in a bit of a rough bit of bracken really, but it's the best we could find. There's the long Mind over there, that's where we're heading in the morning, up and over there. Yeah, I've sort of managed to find a little dip in the ground here and I'm in it, and it's not too bad at the moment, so hopefully it'll be a good night's sleep. But my hands are freezing, pretty cold actually, and just going to get some food on, so I will get back to you later.